The release of the Winter's Envoy banner has brought us some downright amazing units. If you've used them yourself or fought against them in the arena, it's hard to ignore just how great they are. But that's kind of the problem, isn't it? We can't ignore how good these units are. They're some of the best units in the game, full stop, with exclusive skills, min-max stats, and inflated stat totals. Consider Winterlissa. Winterlissa has more stats than any other unit, and they're well distributed too. She's created a new BST bracket all on her own, and going forward she'll likely be a staple unit on max rank teams. Winter Chrom is an absolute monster, a green Effie, and again we see that he has more stats and better stats than his counterparts. So the question falls to the community. Is this banner okay? I mean, we know these units are great, that isn't hard to see. But is this kind of power creep good for the future of the game? I'm not sure. Power creep is normal for long-running games, and can even be healthy. It's one of the easiest ways to open new design space because it gives you mechanical headroom to play around with. Well-managed power creep can keep a game from getting stale, fix mistakes, and of course can help drive sales. With the Winter banner, it's safe to say that Intelligent Systems has begun power creeping BST itself. That accelerates score creep in the arena and undermines the established rules and player expectations for new unit BST. Those rules, stuff like the trainee bonus or the stat modifications based on movement class, were never set in stone, but they at least felt like an attempt to match flavor with mechanics. This paradigm was eroded by units like Aira or the far-fetched heroes, but with the Christmas units, it's been thrown out the window altogether. Instead of adding units that push up against the existing power ceiling, Intelligent Systems has added units that push that ceiling itself upward, widening the gap between new and old units further than ever before. When this kind of power creep happens once or twice, it can be seen as a design mistake, so I wouldn't bring out the pitchforks just yet. We just need to hope that the Christmas units haven't set a new, even higher BST standard. If they have, then we can't really plan for new units at all. We just have to wait and see which units get extra stats, because those units are guaranteed to be some of the best in their class. Players who invested in old units, either because they started at launch or they're just big fans of those characters, will be left out in the cold. For some people, availability matters. The idea is that it's okay for exclusive units, seasonal or otherwise, to be better because they need to justify their own exclusivity. I personally disagree, but I understand that position and it's not without merit. At the end of the day, I just think that players should feel comfortable upgrading characters they like without worrying about a seasonal banner coming along that diminishes their effort. Long term, I feel like what we need is the BST equivalent of the weapon refinery. A way to bring old units up to the new standard, at least in terms of total stats, if not stat allocation. Whether that's cheap, expensive, a new mode, or if it costs anything at all is a practical question, but it really does need to happen at some point. Otherwise, at this pace, we'll be seeing inflated BST monsters before the first anniversary, and our old units just won't cut it anymore. But these are just my thoughts. I know this video was a bit different, so please let me know what you think in the comments below. In other news, I'm totally blown away by the support. I never expected to break 1,000 subs ever, let alone within the span of a month. I hope that you'll stick around as I learn, and I'll continue doing my best to make content that you enjoy. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. As always, I hope to see you next time. Take care.